こんにちは皆さん、お元気ですか? Hello, how are you? Today number 26 of anime, and I'm gonna talk about two animes, and they are so special and so moving. I think you're gonna like it. Well, and also I'm gonna explain you some special words for the emotions. And there are lots of emotive animes, but today's two are especially that I felt so moved. First vocabulary is kando. Kando. The first kanji, kan, this comes from the verb kanjimasu, to feel, kanjimasu. And the second one is to feel. And the second one, do. This do, we can also say ugo. It comes from the ugoku, ugokimasu, to move. So the feelings move, kando. So this is so moving. Feelings moves, kando. This is the noun. And if we want to say the verb kando suru or kando shimasu, this means when I feel so moved, kando shimasu. Nakeru, this is the verb, nakeru. But this comes from the verb nakimasu. Nakimasu. This means to cry. Ooh, to cry. And this kanji with sanzui, it's like a shi from katakana. It means something to do with water. So when we cry, right? So nakimasu is to cry, and the dictionary form is naku. But nakeru, it means you can cry. So for example, if I say nakeru anime, this means the anime that you can cry. So moving, you can cry. This is nakeru. Gokyu. I think maybe you didn't know this word. Well, Q here, we pronounce Q, but this is the same kanji as this one, nakimasu, to cry. Q. So this is to cry, and this go, it means here you see, this is the kanji of the mouth. And gokyu, it means to cry loudly, to cry with loudy voice at first. But nowadays, gokyu is not only with like this. Gokyu, it means to cry a lot, to cry. It's like I cried my eyes out, or it's like a cry buckets. So you cry a lot. This is gokyu. For example, このアニメを見て号泣しました。I watched this anime and I cried buckets. I cried my eyes out. This is 号泣. And 号泣, this is the noun. 号泣します, the verb. Two animes that I'm going to talk about today is anime movie. Not when we say anime in Japanese, it means the first chapter, second chapter, third chapter on TV. This is anime. But when we say anime eiga or anime 劇場版, anime eiga, this is the film. So anime movie, anime films. Or anime 劇場版, 劇場, this is theater. So the version in the theater. So anime eiga or anime 劇場版, it is much longer. It is about 1 hour and a half or nearly 2 hours, like this. So this is the longer version. This is not anime like a chapter, but this is anime movie. The first anime that I want to recommend you is 君の膵臓を食べたい. 君の膵臓を食べたい. Well, this title is impactful. Well, Suizo, kimi no, your, suizo. This kanji is quite difficult. So I wrote like this. Now you can see better, right? Suizo. Well, this one, zo, this is organs, our human organs or organs. This one, here it's like tsuki, the moon, and this one, zo, it is like shinzo, kanzo, suizo, so all kind of organs. Suizo, this pancreas, pancreas. Kimi no suizo o tabetai. Well, tabetai, it means I want to eat. I want to eat. Tabemasu, to eat. Tabetai, I want to eat. And usually we use this ta with kanji, but I wrote here in hiragana because the movie title is like this in hiragana. Kimi no suizo o tabetai. I want to eat your pancreas. I want to eat your pancreas. So impactful title. And this one, the first manga. The manga was in 2015. And in 2017, that was the drama with the persons. That was the normal with the real persons, and that was like a movie. In 2018, this is the anime movie. Kimi no suizo o tabetai. The main character of this I wanna eat your pancreas. Well, the girl, this is high school girl, high school, so high school girl and high school boy. And the girl, it's so popular. Ninki. Ninki is popularity. Ninki ga arimasu. Ninki ga aru. This means she's got lots of popularity. She's so popular. She's like a star. Everybody loves her. So, happy girl. So, 人気がある女の子. And the other one is a boy. And this boy is telling the story. And he says, boku, boku. Well, this boy is just a normal boy. So the boy is not like her. She is so popular, but boy is very quiet. This boy loves to read books. So his hobby is reading books. One day, this boy goes to the hospital and he's waiting. He's waiting for his turn. But he's not really sick. Just this is the routine medical checkup. So he's not so sick. But there, in the waiting room, there was a book. As he loves book, so he takes it and he begins to read because he doesn't know whose book is this. The book was just there. He was reading, and then he's reading. This is just like a diary, and this diary is about someone who is suffering very suffering this pancreatic cancer. Well, cancer we say in Japanese gan, gan with this kanji, gan hiragana, and we can also use many times gan with katakana. So suizo gan, this is pancreatic cancer, very difficult one, right? And so in this diary, this is the life with my cancer. So this person's routine life with the cancer. But when he was reading, all of a sudden, the girl says, "This is mine. It's my book. Give it back. This is my book. Did you read it?" And he said, "Oh yes, because I didn't know whose one is this." Then you know what I've got. But he says, "But it's incredible. It's not possible." Yeah, She says, yes, but this gonna be the secret between you and me. Please don't tell anyone that I've got pancreatic cancer. This is secret. This is our secret. So from that on, their stretch friendship begins. And so she is so popular girl and she's so vivid. She lives just like her life is gonna end tomorrow. Well, so she lives so double or triply, so happily. Every time she's so, or every day she's so happy and so vivid. And she said to him, well, as you know my secret, you must make me also very happy. You must help me live better like this. So he's just like a servant, but the story is going on, and very beautiful story. And you might think, oh, well, I understand this girl has got a pancreatic cancer, so maybe in some months she dies with this cancer. But the story is not like this. It's different, and I'm not gonna spoil you. I'm not gonna tell you because I want you to watch this anime. When I watched this anime, I also got surprised. It's different, so different. It's surprising, but anyway, it's a beautiful anime, and I cried a lot, but it was beautiful. I think you know this famous story, 星の王子様. 星の王子様. Well, 星, this means star. Stars in the sky. 星. 王子様. This is prince. Prince. O, only O, this is the king. 王子, the son of the king. No, king's son. This is prince. 王子様. 星の王子様 is a very famous book. The Little Prince. Like this. I know you know him. 星の王子様. And this story, this anime, is going to have a relationship with 星の王子様. And in that part, it's so beautiful. And, oh, that was so amazing. The second anime movie that I'm going to talk about is 声の形. 声の形. Well, literally it means the form of the voice. The voice form. But in English title is the silent voice. This is 声の形 from 2016. Let me explain you about this kanji, 声, voice. Well, this seems quite complicated. And this one, 声, we use this kanji only until 1945. Just when the Second World War was finished in 1945. Till that time we used this kanji. But nowadays, it is much more simplified, only with this part, the red part. So this is koe nowadays. So this one is old style, and the modern style is only this red part, voice. And this complicated kanji, it is like this. This is like voice, but altogether the upper part, this is kind of musical instrument of the percussion, but it's something to do with the hands, because this musical instrument, you make the sound with your hand, like clapping, or then that makes sound with your hands. This percussion, this is this part meaning. And here, mimi, ear. ijime, ijime. This is bullying. And the verb ijimemasu, to bully. This anime is about bullying. The girl was in elementary school. She is deaf, so she can't hear well. So she gets bullied. But after, so she goes to the junior high school and high school. Well, in that time, at first, actually everybody bullied her, but one of them, just like it's like a kind of bad boy. So everybody says, well, this is he is the worst person. He bulls her. So everybody is turning against the boy. So after, this boy got bullied too. At first he was bullying her, but after, this boy got bullied. So every kind of bullying, ijime. When I'm talking about only bullying, then you might think, oh, I'm not interested in this anime. But it's not like this, because it's also very beautiful. The feeling of isolation, the feeling of understanding, and you try to communicate with someone, and all kind of these tries, and also the delicate, very delicate and sweet heart. So it's quite beautiful anime. This word shua, like shua. Well, shu, this kanji, it is also te, hand, te. Wa, this comes from hanashimasu, to speak, hanashimasu. So hand and to speak, shua. Do you know what it means? Shua. This is the language of signs. That language of signs. This is shua. I was always wondering why this author used this kanji to say voice. Because we usually use this red part. Then I was looking at, I was reading many things on web. Then now I understand it, because this author, she was thinking, why there's so much misunderstanding in this world? In communication, we are talking, we are speaking, but still people don't understand each other very well. So then she began to understand this kanji. This is not only voice, but also with something with hands. Do you remember the musical instrument? And with the ear. So she thought, well, the communication is not only by speaking with the voice, but communication must be also with the hands and with whole body to understand better. So she used this kanji in this anime. And the author's mother is also the interpreter of this shua. Do you remember? This is sign language. So her mother was the interpreter of sign language. Like this. So this is why this author idea was something to do with this kind of things and the importance of the communication. So this anime makes you think a lot about bullying and about the communication or misunderstanding. But anyway, it's beautiful and emotive. I loved emotive pictures, emotive animes, emotive novels, films, because when something changes the way of your thinking or something gives you lots of emotion, that, oh, I love these kind of things. And as well as恋の形 and also 君の水蔵を食べたい. These two films are so emotive that I really recommend you to watch them. Today I talked to you about two animes with lots of 感動 emotion, so moving. And for you, what kind of films, what kind of anime was so moving? Can you recommend me? Maybe you can write me under this video. There's a commentary, so you can give me some names of your favorite animes with lots of emotions. Did you like this video? If so, please give me like. That will help me a lot. That gives me motivation to keep on. And if you share my videos with your friends and your families, that will help me a lot. And your comments, that motivates me a lot too. 今日もここまで見てくださってどうもありがとうございます。ぜひチャンネル登録といいねボタン、そして私のビデオをお友達とシェアしていただけたらとても助かります。ぜひお願いします。ではまた会いましょう。じゃあね。バイバイ。